Have a great day. God bless.
Well, a legal issue involving family can be one of the hardest situations any of us could ever face. So knowing the right things to look for when it comes to choosing a family attorney is also very important. Today's Ask the Expert is sponsored by Haefner Law. And here to explain what we all should know is Mark Haefner from the Haefner Law Office. Mark, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I have to acknowledge that we are 2 for 2 today. Last time you were here, we had on red and navy.
Yep.
And today we both have on purple. So great minds think alike.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, speaking of what people should look for when it comes to choosing a family law attorney, what are some of the things that we need to be looking for?
One of the things you really should probably be focusing on is someone who practices exclusively in the area of family law. What's that old saying, you know, jack of all trades, master of none? And family law is one of those things that really there's a lot of gray area. So you want to get someone that knows the county you're in, the rules that need to happen, usually what the judge likes, doesn't like, preferably what opposing counsels there are, and just kind of knows family law frontwards and backwards, because there is a lot to know.
Absolutely. It's the details of knowing all of those gray areas and spaces inside of family law, right?
Absolutely, and it changes often.
It does. You know, when meeting with a family law attorney, what should people do to prepare for that initial meeting?
Well, generally what you want to do is, I'm a big list person, and I think it's great when people show up with a list of questions and a list of goals. I think it's important to write those down so we know from the very beginning what what's your questions, because, you know, divorce is a big mystery more than anything, but being able to answer those questions is going to be really good. And then a list of goals. And a lot of times what we like to do is work towards those goals. And, you know, if something's unreasonable, I can at least address that straight off the bat, and then we can try and come up with something that's a little bit more reasonable. But like to know what their goals are from the very beginning, because I like to play on the case from end to beginning, actually. I start at the end and work my way backwards.
There you go, a smart man. He's also organized too. He loves lists. What are some of those, goals or questions that you see often?
Well, one of the things that I get the most questions about are called the Statement of Income and Expense and Statement of Property. Anytime you file a divorce in Missouri, you have to fill out these financial disclosure forms. And we've got free documents on our website if you go to flatratedivorces.com, whether you're going to use us, someone else. Print them off. If you have questions, that's where I get a lot of my questions at, so that way you can at least have those ready to go during your intake meeting, because a lot of places, like St. Louis County, for example, you can't even file your case until those are filed with it. So you want to make sure that you have those, and any questions you might have, we can address those right off the bat.
Absolutely, getting that legwork done on the front end, that's really important. And you mentioned flatratedivorce.com, but tell us about what are flat rate divorces?
Well, a lot of people like to know what things are going to cost up front. I'm one of them. So what we did is we developed a flat rate divorce system a couple years ago, and basically what it is it comes with credits. And the credits are going to be including, drafting all of the documents. We're going to have our credits to go in to answer any questions you might have. We're going to have credits for going to the first hearing, things like that. If it goes beyond that, we'll customize the price. But generally what we try and do is make sure that those credits are going to fit more than enough to where hopefully we're going to be able to resolve it for that or close to that.
Absolutely. And you've also won some awards for your work in family law.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of those awards that you all have bragging rights
Well,
on?
one of the ones that I'm really proud about is the super lawyers and the best lawyers in America, because those are peer reviewed, which means other family law attorneys voted us one of the best in the St. Louis area. And it was really, it's really nice to get those. And I think one of the main reasons we got those is because we like to work with people. We like to be reasonable in our offers. We like to get back to people in a timely manner. Those are the things that are really important, and it's really frustrating for both the client and the attorney if someone's not responding in a timely manner, or they're just being completely unreasonable.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on those awards, and being able to have those bragging rights. It really does say a lot about who you are and the people that work at your firm. That's
yes,
awesome.
Got a great team there.
Great team. Great team is very important. And you also have a bookmark. Tell us about your book.
Yeah, I wrote a book called Exit Strategy. Basically, it's a simple guide to kind of take the mystery out of the divorce process, the flow through. It answers a lot of questions, gives some tips, things like that. So we do offer free copies. You can buy it on Amazon, or you can go to flatratedivorces.com and we'll mail you one for free.
There you go. You can get that free copy right there. All you have to do is give them a call, and we'll also have all of their information as well on our website, studiostl.tv. We'll have all this information right there on our website. And again, it's right there on your screen.